Hello, Cancer. Elsie here to do your reading. It is for the week ahead, Cancer. How are you? Thank you so much for clicking here. I appreciate you. Got a stack of oracles here. We're going to throw these down for the overall energy for the week ahead. And if you are my ride or die, you know what comes next, right? We're going to throw some tarot at it. We'll get some details for you for the week ahead as well. Cancer, I hope you're doing well. If you are somebody who's brand new and you've never been here before, thanks for giving this a shot. If you would like to stay, you'd like to join this beautiful tribe, there is a subscription button down in the bottom right-hand corner of this little screen where I live. And if you'd like to join us, please do. All right, let's find out what's going on. Look, Monday is the full moon in Scorpio. This is going to be a pretty emotional moon. It's about, there's going to be a lot of people, all the zodiacs, right? Not just Scorpio, but all of us are going to be coming to a lot of really deep emotional truths. It's a time of purging, right? Because full moons are a time of releasing. So we might be quite emotional, right? You're the crier, I'm the crier, I'm the Pisces moon. You could be Cancer, sun, moon, or rising, right? And so it might be quite emotional. Let's find out what's going on for you in the week ahead. Sun, moon, rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Cancer. We start off with wisdom. We've got success at the bottom of the deck. Bottom of the deck for me, Cancer, is always the future energy. Let's get more energy on the table. We've got courage. Bottom of the deck, we have friendship. And then I brought out this surrender deck because it is a full moon, and full moons are all about releases. And this one will be an emotional one. I thought it would be a good time to bring out the surrender deck to find out what it is that you need to be surrendering possibly in the week ahead, Cancer. Tell me about Cancer. We have surrender to your intuition. Bottom of the deck, surrender resentments. I like that one, actually. All right, so let's take a look here. We've got wisdom. So Cancer, I feel like there is a lot of deep emotional thought that you'll be in next week. I feel like it's this courage to live your wisdom. Courage says, I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. And I'm just going to call you out right now, Cancer. I feel like sometimes you do fear your feelings. You're not very good at sharing those feelings. And sometimes feeling emotionally tense can look like upset or anger on the surface, right? Aggression, maybe. I'm not saying you're aggressive, but I'm just saying that sometimes it can, for people who don't usually show their feelings on the surface, and then a full moon comes along and forces it all forcefully to the surface. I feel like the courage that you have here, it says, find inner strength to face fear with confidence. I feel like we're looking at deep feelings here. We've got somebody who's taking a deep dive, right? And so I feel like you are going to have some wisdom that is going to be imparted to you with this full moon. We have violet energy. It feels like there is a third eye opening here, but it feels like it's very deep in the emotional. Is what it feels like here. So it says, surrender to your intuition. Tune into your inner voice. Be aware of any gut feelings, flashes, knowings, or aha moments that come through to guide you. So the third eye is open. That's what it looks like here. It looks like somebody here might be going through an awakening of their wisdom, their emotional wisdom. The bottom of the deck, we have success. It feels like you've been maybe keeping to yourself or hiding or staying in the shadows, possibly. It feels like maybe you've been feeling already a little bit emotional or anticipating what's been going on. I feel like you will have success, but it feels like it might be a friendship success for you. It says, friendship says, I understand that a friend in my life is in my life for a reason. I feel like you have some sort of a friendship here that you can count on when you get very emotional. It feels like you feel courageous enough to share your deep emotions, your deepest wisdoms, and your deepest emotions with some sort of friend here. I feel like they help you feel successful in that way. We've got surrender resentments. It says, holding on to resentments only poisons you. Try to forgive others for their shortcomings and keep moving forward toward positive situations in your life. This, my friend, all points toward purge. I feel like you are about ready to surrender to your intuition and come to some real attuned aha moments that are going to open the third eye or make it sharper. And it feels like you'll be seeing, it feels like you might have some resentment in friendships, some of you. It feels like you are holding on to those, and I feel like those are going to come to the surface for some of you. Let's get to the tarot and see what else it says. Tell me more about Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Cancer, don't forget that I still have private readings available. I also do have live readings available, and you get a 75% discount for your first visit. If you'd like to try it, please look below. I'm still offering pre-recorded videos as well, and please look in the pinned comment below for all the information you need to get over to Hipsy to look at the pricing if you're interested. Let me see what is going on for you, Cancer, in the week ahead. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Four of Swords. It feels like somebody might be having a hard time processing some emotional things through the mind. It feels like somebody here is trapped in thoughts, possibly trying to make sense of something that was emotional. It feels like that's sort of the energy that you might be starting your week with next week. We do have the Six of Swords. I feel like this is something you're trying to release, and so this is the purge, right? So we've got the Six of Swords and the Four of Swords, which is the 10 swords. This is the release or the purge or letting it go, letting the resentment go, because the 10 of Swords is somebody who betrayed you. It feels like this is something you've been trying to let go of for maybe a few weeks for some of you, but it feels like you are trying to detach from feeling overwhelmed by these emotions. We've got the Moon energy here. So it feels like the Moon is things that it feels like there's something here that's uncertain, or something here that it's very deep. We've got Pisces, Cancer energy here. It feels like there's very deep emotion, and it feels like things are not as they seem. It seems very sort of dreamlike state. This could be something that you're dreaming about, trying to release, got somebody here who is feeling sort of ill, I'm going to say, who's laying down, and this person's got their hand on their face. It's like, I don't know what to do with this. It feels like it's going to be a hard emotional purge for you in the week ahead here. Tell me more about this. We've got the Nine of Cups. It's all for the purpose of bringing you into alignment. But Cancer, I feel like you've been putting it off, or that you've been, she's sitting here, like she sat there with her arms crossed, like, no, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing the purge. I'm not doing the release. I just don't want to feel these feelings. It does feel like you have some deep feelings for someone that you're very connected to romantically. It might be someone who left you, or who moved along, or moved away. But it feels like what you're trying to do is bring the emotional self into some sort of happiness or alignment. But it feels like first you're going to have to do a deep purge of some sort of energy. It feels like you will probably come to some sort of realization, an aha moment to face the fear of letting go or releasing this. We do have the Seven of Pentacles. I feel like you've been keeping all of these emotions undercover for a really long time. It feels like you've been reserving these emotions, hoping this person would come back, hoping we'd at least maybe resume a friendship. But it feels like after, maybe years for some of you, weeks for others of you, months for some of you, 9 months, it feels like that there's been no resolve. And so I feel like this particular full moon is asking you to let go of resentment, to let go of, to lighten your load. It's not for them, it's to lighten you. Tell me about the Six of Swords, please. We've got the Nine of Wands in the reverse. I feel like you're tired of being the wounded warrior. You're tired of being the one that everybody hurts. I feel like you've decided that I'm no longer going to sit here with these 9 wands. There's the 10th. I love it. Look, this is the time for you to just finally release this energy. If you got to go home and cry for a few days, I feel like you should go home and cry for a few days. It feels like you are being prepared, or you're purging for the purpose of getting back on track, of getting back into your exciting, new, passionate, sun-filled life, like where things are growing again. It feels like there's this emotional wound that you've been carrying has kind of pulled you away from the things that you love and put you in this place where you're fighting yourself. And it feels like arguing within the self, or beating yourself up here. For some reason, it feels like you are blaming yourself. And tell me about the 9 of Cups here, because it feels like this, you've been fighting this alignment because you know that in order to release this, it's going to be very emotionally painful. And I feel like you've been trying to avoid the purge, because the purge is painful. We've got the 5 of Swords. You've been fighting it. We've got the 4 of Wands, and we've got the Star energy. So the thing is I feel like the healing is here. I feel like the Star is here to give you balance between, she's got her one knee on the earth, and then she's got a foot in the water. It's like she's trying to get balance between, her groundedness and her emotional feelings. It feels like we're trying to get equilibrium. We're trying to get some sort of a balance. Again, 4 of Wands is stability. And it feels like I'm trying to feel happy again. But it also feels like in order to do that, you can no longer fight getting into alignment. It's going to take an emotional purge. Tell me about the Lovers and the Moon. It almost feels like you still have a little bit of hope, but you've been waiting forever. You've got a little bit of hope that things might work out, but you've been waiting forever for this. We've got, the Ace of Cups. It almost feels like you've been waiting with hope, hoping things would grow, hoping that you'd get a call or get a text, or we could try again, or something like this. It feels like you've kept that deeply buried here. And I feel like you've been waiting a really long time, and she's looking at 5 Pentacles. And it feels like although she's got this water can in her hand, right? There's 2 Pentacles here. It's like she's waiting to make a decision, or waiting for somebody to make a decision. With the 5 Pentacles in the tree, it feels like this person's been waiting and feeling left out. And I think that that's you. It feels like you've been waiting quite some time, maybe not 7 years. Years are pentacles for me. Maybe it's been 4 weeks. Maybe it's been 5 days or 9 months. Like, it feels like it's been enough time that I feel as though you're about ready to just shut the door. And we've got the Devil, the Strength card, and we've got the Hermit. It does feel like you probably will be spending some time in Hermit mode, trying to gather your courage to break these bonds that have tied you to the past. And so it feels like this is going to be a very heavy emotional purge for you here. Let's put 3 cards. I am extending this week, so I'm going to put 3 cards down. We're going to find out what is coming next, and we're going to go into the extended, and we're going to talk about those 3 cards. Let's talk about that. What are we going to talk about in the extended? We will talk about the Knight of Wands. We've got the 7 of Cups, and we've got the 6 of Pentacles. It does feel like there will be some sort of energetic, bold move that somebody is making out of nowhere. It feels like the 7 of Cups is here. The 6 of Pentacles is here. It's like somebody shows up to give you a little bit of their energy, and you're confused as to why they're showing up now. It feels like this is somebody who's making some sort of a big, bold move toward you, possibly bringing gifts, possibly wanting to give you reciprocal energy emotionally, and you're wondering why now? Because I feel like with the Queen of Wands energy, whether you're the feminine or the masculine, it feels like you're like on your own. You're like, I don't understand why you're all of a sudden taking action now when I'm in this independent energy of taking care of my feelings all by myself. It feels like a very confusing energy. So we'll go in, we'll talk about that. Who is showing up? Why are they showing up now? And what is the conversation look like? We'll do that in the extended. If you're interested in going there, I will leave a link in the pinned comment here. And if you are interested in coming to the membership area to see the extended, you can do that. Look for a link, and I will also leave a link if you would rather just look at this one and you don't want to join the membership area for a monthly fee, then please just look for the link for this one if you're interested. I'm not telling you have to, of course, but if you're interested in that, then it's going to be there and available for those of you who are interested. I'm going to go for now. You guys take care, and I'll see you in the extended if that's where you end up. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye.